What is John talking about in the book of Revelation when he mentions the seven spirits of God? If you've thought about this one before, or even if you haven't, stick around for a minute for a real quick lesson. Welcome to Thus Saith the Lord. I'm Gene Lloyd, and I want to share with you today about this verse in Revelation chapter 3, verse 1. Now, Jesus tells John to write a letter to the church in Sardis, and then in the introduction he uses this phrase: "These are the words of him who has the seven spirits of God and the seven stars." The seven what? You know, Revelation is full of imagery. But this one is actually one of the easier ones to decipher. Now, before we get into that, take a minute for me, please, and like and subscribe. Click all of those buttons so we can get this to more people. Share this one with your friends. I think they might like it. Now, when we jump into the Bible, we see the same phrase, the seven spirits of God, pop up multiple times. We see it in Revelation chapter 4, verse 5, and chapter 5, verse 6. Not a surprise. John already used it once before. We also see in Zechariah 4, chapter 4, verse 2, that Zechariah saw something very similar in this particular vision. And if we go all the way back to Exodus chapter 25, verse 31 through 37, we see that the Israelites are directed by God to create this golden lampstand with seven lamps. So we see this imagery of the seven spirits of God, or this lampstand thing, a bunch of times popping up in the Bible. And if we head over, and this is kind of where we find the definition here, is if we head over to Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2, Isaiah gives us this messianic prophecy. And in it, he describes that the Messiah is going to exude these seven particular spirits, these seven things. And this is where we get really the definition of what the seven spirits of God are. And so if you look at that list in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2, this is what you'll find. It's the Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit of wisdom, the Spirit of understanding, the Spirit of counsel, the Spirit of power, the Spirit of knowledge, and then the last one is the Spirit of the fear of the Lord. So, thus saith the Lord, these seven spirits of God in the book of Revelation and in Isaiah are a reference to the perfect work of the Holy Spirit. I think that's a good way to say it. So I told you this one would be an easy one to decipher. It was a quick lesson for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave some comments below as always. I'd love to hear what you think about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on other passages that I should cover. And I'll see you next time.